A very good morning to everyone. My name is Jebat. Today we discuss important news. Malaysia unemployment rate has dropped to 3.1. The latest data show that the unemployment rate was down to its lowest since May 2015. The number of unemployed in December declined to 544,300 individuals from 546,700 people in November. But what does this number really mean? Let's look behind the statistic. In this special report, we will explain about why young unemployment remains high at 10.3, which industries are creating to most jobs, what economic theories help us understand this situation, and what challenges we still face. Joining me are three specialists who has conducted in-depth analysis of Malaysia unemployment landscape. Together, we will explore whether this 3.1% figure represents genuine progress or much deeper structural challenges. Our report began with the most vulnerable segment of our workforce, to our educational and young unemployment specialist, Ray, who joined us from a university campus.
Thank you, Jebat. I'm here at one of the Malaysia Premier University, where thousands of students are preparing to enter the workforce. While the national unemployment rate has been dropped to 3.1%, but for young people aged 15 to 24, it's much higher at 10.3%. This means nearly 300,000 young Malaysians are still looking for work. So right now, I'm currently with Haikal, a fresh graduate from the university. So Haikal, how was your job search been?
I have sent 15 applications in 3 months and I got 3 interviews. This competition is intense even with good grades.
So does the 3.1% statistic reflect your experience?
I think not really. People around me is struggling. Maybe the jobs are there, but not matching our qualification or expectation.
Alright, thank you, Haikal. Your experience is very helping us to identify the critical of our issues. So, what Haikal has been described isn't it an isolated case? It represents two fundamental types of employment that persist despite overall economic improvement. First, structural unemployment. This occurs when workers still don't match available jobs. The Department of Statistics identified electrical and electronic manufacturing as growth sector. Yet many graduates like Haikal lack experience, industry certifications, or practical experience this sector demands. Second, frictional unemployment. The natural time delay as graduates search for suitable employment. While some frictional unemployment is normal, the extended duration for Malaysian graduates suggests systematic inefficiency in job matching. So what can be done? First, better connection between universities and companies. 2, more internship opportunities. And 3, career guidance for students. We need to help young people move from education to employment more smoothly.
Thank you, Ray. Why young unemployment presents challenges? Other sectors show remarkable growth. Haikal, our analyst, has examined the sectoral breakdown. What's driving the overall improvement?
Jebat was mentioned the 3.1 figure reflect genuine sector growth, but with significant geographic concentration. Let's examine 3 key dimensions. First, sector performance, which is manufacturing, particularly electrical and electronic, grew by 2.1% in employment terms. And the service sector, especially wholesale, retail, and F&B, at 1.8% more jobs. These are not just numbers. They represent real economic activity. And second, the geographic distribution reveals significant difference. Different states have different employment rates. For example, Selangor and Kedah has only 1.7% employment, while other states have higher rates. This is not random. It's related directly with labor force participation rates. However, Selangor 79.4%. LFPR indicates active labor mobility and job availability. This tells us that job opportunities are not equal everywhere. People might need to move to where the jobs are, or we need to create more jobs in all regions. And lastly, employment equality. White employees' position grew moderately by 0.1%, and on-account workers grew by 0.14%. This raises important questions about job security, benefit, and long-term career progression. So, my analysis suggests we need spatially intelligence policies rather than one-size-fits-all approach. We need to target investment in lagging regions. And two, we need to improve transportation infrastructure for labor mobility. And lastly, we need for quality job creation, not just any job creation. The 3.1% tell us how many, but we must ask where, what type, and for how long.
Fascinating analysis, Haikal. This brings us to theoretical framework to our economic profits. Dr. Sanya.
Alright, thank you. Let me quickly explain what this 3.1% unemployment rate actually means. First, the good news. When unemployment goes down, it usually means the economy is doing better. When business grow, especially in manufacturing and services, they need more workers. So basically, economic growth creates jobs. But here's the thing. Unemployment is not just one single type. In economics, there are different kind of unemployment. And I want to explain two types that are most relevant to Malaysia. Okay, first, we have short-term unemployment. This is when people are between jobs. Maybe they just left one job and are looking for another. This is actually normal and some way it's healthy for the economy. It shows people are trying to find better opportunities. For the second type is long-term structural unemployment. This happens when people cannot find a job for a month or even years. And this is more serious because over time, skills can become outdated and people may start losing motivation. Now, look at our young unemployment, 10.3%. This suggests we have a structural problem. Young people are struggling to find their first job or job matching their education. So, there are three practical solutions that we can do. First, better training program. We need to match what students learn with what employment needs. For example, more practical skill, less theory. Second, improve job matching system. Think of it like a dating apps for jobs. It will connecting the right people with the right employers faster. Third, support growing industry. Government should have sector that create goods, a stable job, not just any job, but quality job with fair pay. In simple terms, the 3.1% is good news, but we cannot ignore the 10.3%. We need smart policies that help young people transition from education to employment smoothly. As economists say, a number tells a story, but we must read all the chapter. The 3.1% is one chapter, and an important one, but not the whole book of Malaysia employment story.
So, thank you. So, for our last segment, we're going to summarize our key findings. Ray, what most important about young unemployment?
What most important about youth employment? After my interview this evening, I think the most important thing about youth employment is we must close the gap between education and employment. Young people need relevant skills and better job matching.
Hey Carl, your main point about industry?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think growth is happening, but unevenly. We need to spread economic opportunities across all regions of nation. That's all for me.
That's a really good answer. So, Professor, your final economic insight?
3.1 is good news, but we must ensure these are good quality jobs with fair wages and security.
So, in conclusion, Malaysia 3.1 unemployment rate showed economic progress, but we have more work to do. We need to, first, aggregate numbers must important disparities between youth and general population, between region, between sector. Second, unemployment quality matters. We must track not just how many unemployed, but under what conditions. Third, sustainable progress require multi-approach. Educational reform, regional development policy, and continuous labor market monitoring. This is not just about reaching a number, but about building a strongest economy for all Malaysians. This has been our special report on understanding Malaysia unemployment landscape. I'm Jebat with Ray, Haikal and Dr. Sanya. Thank you for watching and thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. See you next time. Thank you.